Hi, this is a question that I put on my Bradley's Maths Facebook page about histograms, variable width histograms. And today what I'm going to do is go through it and show you how to draw a variable width histogram to display data. So 2,500 shoppers were surveyed regarding the number of items they put through the checkout of a large supermarket, and here are the results. Notice I've got this on graph paper, and I suppose I should say thank you to our friends at Brainy who supply graph paper free, which is very kind of them. It's urbrainy.com if you want to get graph paper. So the first job is to complete the table, and all the information that we need is in this part of the table here. We have the number of items, the frequency of those items, the class width, and the frequency density. The items are the number of items that are in the shopping basket. The frequency is the number of shoppers who put that many items through. Okay, the class width is the upper bound, which is 10, take away the lower bound, which is 0. 10 take away 0 is 10, so I'm going to put 10 in there. 20 take away 10 is also 10, so I'll put 10 in there. So these two bars are going to have the same width. 50 take away 20 is 30. This is quite a wide bar. 100 take away 50 is 50. That's another wide bar. 120 take away 100 is 20. So this is going to be twice the width of these bars here, and 200 take away 120 is 80. So that's how we find out our class width. Okay, and then we have the frequency density. Frequency density is frequency divided by class width. Okay, frequency divided by class width. So 80 divided by 10 is 8. And this gives us the height of our bar on here. 140 divided by 10 is 14. 570 divided by 30, you may not know it, but I do, it is 19. 3 into 57 is 19. 1200 divided by 50 is 24. 350 divided by 20 is a little bit of an awkward one, that's 17.5. And 160 divided by 80 is 2. So we now have our class width completed and our frequency density completed, and I need to pick up my pencil because now what I'm going to do is draw the bars. In a histogram, the difference between a histogram and a bar chart is that the bars on a bar chart, the frequency is proportional to the height of the bar. In this, frequency density is proportional to the height of the bar, so the frequency is proportional to the area of the bar. Okay, it's quite important that you know what the frequency is on a frequency density histogram. Okay, so our first one, we have a class width of 10 and we have a height of 8. So use a pencil, which I've just managed to break the lead on. There we go. I pressed too hard with my pencil, I think. This is our first bar here. The class width is 10. The height is 8. And the area is 10 times 8, which is 80, which is our frequency. Okay, that is really important that you do understand that, both when you're reading histograms and when you're drawing them. Okay, so the second one is again 10, and this time we go up to 14. So we will just follow this line up to 14, which is there, and then across to 10, which is there, and down to 20. Okay, that's our first two bars done. The next one is 19, and it has a class width of 30. 19, this is 18, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we are. So that is 19 there. And 1, 2, 3 tens are 30. Yeah, so that's right. We're in the 50. We should be up to 50, and we are. So although the bar is not much higher than the bar which precedes it, this is a huge amount more. It represents 570 shoppers, where this bar only represents 140. So it's the area that is important. Okay, our next bar is very wide. Okay, our class width is 50, and it's also very high. Our height is 24. So we go up to 24, which is there, and we go from 24 again down to 100, which is there, joining at the top. And there's our bar. And then we have a class width of 20 and a height of 17 and a half. 17 and a half, this is 18, 17 and a half will be approximately there. So we're going to go across from there, and it's got a class width of 20. So that takes us to there. Okay, and then we go down to the 120 mark. Okay, and then our last bar has a height of 2 and a class width of 80. 120 to 200 is 80, and this is the 2 mark here. So we simply draw our bar in there like that. I could have done a better job of that bar, I think. Could have just got it straighter. Okay. And there we are. And that is our histogram. Normally you wouldn't have this little bit in it, but it happened, and I'm not going to rejig the entire video now. So now, part C, estimate the number of items purchased by the median shopper. We've got 2,500 shoppers. The median is 1,250. We're not going to worry about 1,250.5. Okay, so we take the 1,250th shopper, and what we have to do is work out how many items that person had. And in statistics, when we're doing statistics, what we do is we assume that all these shoppers are equally distributed throughout the range. Okay, so we have 790, I think it is, 8, 15, 90, yeah, 790 shoppers up to here. Okay, so we're looking for our 1,250th shopper, so we do 1250 minus 790 equals 460. We are looking for the 460th shopper in this group. The way we find that is 460 divided by 1200 multiplied by the width of the group, which is 50, and so far we have got up to a starting point of 50 on this group. So we have to add 50 to this in order that we're not starting at 0, we're starting at 50. And that is our working for part C. So we do 460 fraction 1200 multiplied, oops, I deleted instead of multiplying, multiplied by 50 plus 50 equals 69 1/6. Okay, well 1/6 of a shopper doesn't exist, so this is approximately then equal to 69 items, sorry. So our median shopper had approximately 69 items. And even if this had not been 69 1/6, even if it had been exactly 69, our answer would still be approximately 69 items. Because when we group information, this is called grouping information here. When we group data, we lose accuracy. So anything like this, finding the median, finding the interquartile range, etc., we are always doing an estimate for it. And that's why it says here, estimate the number of items purchased by the median shopper. So our median shopper purchased approximately 69 items. And that's it. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you on the next one.